Thank you very much. And I feel terribly flattered to be here today, so thank you for the opportunity. But I would like to begin my speech with a confession. A confession that I made a terrible mistake. I made this mistake 2 days ago in the early morning in California Cafe Shop Company. It was my first Toastmasters event. At that event, I heard some brilliant speeches and I met some brilliant people. I really enjoyed my time there. So after the event, I was talking to Anna actually about the icebreaker, your first speech. And she told me about an opportunity. The opportunity to be here today and present in front of everybody. Well, I said, what should the icebreaker be about? She said, it should be about yourself. And I said, it's the easiest thing to talk about yourself because nobody knows yourself better than you do. So I said, of course I take it, it should be easy. It's not. I went back home, sat down to write my first speech, and then I understood why people wait weeks, months, or even years before they stand out first in front of the audience. It was a mistake. But mistakes are great, mistakes are awesome, mistakes are brilliant. I make a lot of mistakes because I'm the kind of person who runs into the house together with the door. That's what I did now too. So this is the reason why I decided to structure my speech today around 2 big mistakes I made in my life. And they changed my life completely. The first mistake happened about when I was 10. My father took me down to Lake Balaton to a facility and he showed me around. It was nice. There was kitchen, water, there were nice people. And I really didn't understand, like, what are we doing here? So I asked Father, what's this place? And he said, son, this is a windsurfing camp and I want you to stay here for a week. Well, you have to know about me that I was very family-centric at that time. I didn't really have friends. I loved to stay together with my mom, my family. I was very bad at meeting people. So I said, no way, of course I'm not going to do that. But then, he put his hand in his pocket and lifted out 10,000 forints. You have to know that my pocket money was 200 forints a week back at the time. So 10,000 forints was a wall of money for me. So I smiled, looked at him, and said, no way. And I turned around and I said, I want to go home. That was a big mistake. But I was extremely lucky too, because I have a very good father who said that it actually doesn't really matter what you say because I already paid the money. So you have to stay here and you're not going to get the 10,000 forints because you're so stubborn. That was luck. That was obviously luck. But if I hadn't stayed there in that windsurfing camp, I wouldn't have met the best friends I still have today. And I wouldn't have met the sport, windsurfing, which I love. I became 5 times national champion and I still compete in the Olympic team. My second mistake happened around 2 years ago. I was a student at Corvinus University of Budapest. And I had great ambitions to move abroad, to go away. I wanted to change the world. And I said, I don't like Hungary, this is a small spot for me. I want the world together. So I secured a scholarship in California, Los Angeles, where I met one of the most beautiful girls in my life, probably the whole world. Came together. We spent a very nice semester together, and that was probably one of the best times of my life. But the end of the semester came, and it was time to go home. I tried everything. I left no stone unturned to find a way to stay there in America. And that's what I did. I planned every single weekend together with that girl for my next semester. I put all my bets to one horse only, which was a big mistake. 2 weeks before the second semester began, she broke up with me. And there I was, my worst semester, alone, with no friends, with no ambitions, with nothing to motivate me in the cruel American individualist country. Sorry for the Americans in there anyway. It was not for me. But it was a mistake to stay there and to put my bets to one horse. But if I hadn't stayed there, I wouldn't have recognized how much should I appreciate my home, my country, my family. And now the goal is clear in front of me that I should stay here. I want to stay here because I love this place and I appreciate it. If it wouldn't have happened, probably I would have thought I wanted around 2 more years to recognize this very important thing. So mistakes. Mistakes are painful. They hurt you, they make you angry all the time. But also you can learn the most out of your mistakes. And remember, I began my speech that I made a mistake 2 days ago when I said that I'm going to present in front of everybody. That was a mistake, but here I am, and I learned the first step, how to become a professional speaker. Thank you very much for it.
You have a mistake.